Lost and lessons hanging in the air. We don't surface, we dive in deep, talking dreams, heartbreak, wins and grief. From artists to poets, the culture is loud. White gun truths are told, feel the vibe all around. Nothing's off limits on the couch. Thursdays at 8, we air it out. Pull up, tune in, let's talk it out. Couch conversations left, no doubt. Stories to share, lost and lessons hanging in the air. We don't surface, we dive in deep, talking dreams, heartbreak, wins and grief. From artists to poets, the culture is loud. White gun truths are told, feel the vibe all around.
Welcome back to the couch, y'all. I hope you are ready for tonight's show. It's going to be a good one. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. It's going to be a good one, a good one, a good one. If you've been watching, we've been kind of having different little series and things going on where we've been talking about certain subjects this season. And this will be the conclusion of the dating series, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. So if you've been seeing my post, you will see that we are actually gonna do an actual dating series. Thank y'all to the people that suggested this. We're gonna go ahead and do it. So if you have not seen the post, we're gonna do a dating with Danni series. Date with Danni. We're gonna have 3 men that I'm going to go on a date with. It's going to be, if you're my age, you kind of remember Love Connection. It's going to be Love Connection style. So y'all stay tuned for that. Me and the sponsors were actually talking about that last night. I'm super excited. And if you're interested in being on the show, please tap in with me so that I can send you a sign-up sheet. I have sent out a couple. We haven't even looked at them yet. So, yeah, if you're interested in being on there, let me know. I can send you a submission sheet and we can get you on there. Okay. Also, if you're interested in being on Couch Conversations, hit me up. I had a couple people hit me up to book dates, and yeah, this is gonna be good. Next week we got YG Foots, so that's gonna be good. I'm actually interested in talking to him. And my birthday week, we're doing J Flash. So I'm excited about that. My birthday week is going to be turned up all the way around. So if you're not in the building for my birthday, that's just going to be on you. The invitations went out already. If you didn't get one and you want to be in attendance, hit me up, because I did not invite a lot of people. I just invited who I thought wanted to be invited. Yeah, so tonight's subject is, let me find my little captions. Here we go. Modern dating and narcissism. And the reason we got here is because during our modern dating series, this is our 4th episode, I believe, 3rd or 4th. But during our modern dating series, 2 weeks ago, narcissism came up. We were talking about people dating narcissists. So I kind of just wanted to double back on that. A lot of you know I actually did a whole little series on narcissism last season. So yeah, we're going to tap into it. And yeah, We're gonna get to it. So let me pull up my notes. I couldn't print my notes out. My printer is tripping. Uh what is dating? So in case you don't know, dating is the process of meeting people, interacting with people, building connections. We talked about first dates and why they should not be at expensive restaurants, why they should be simple. What a first date is supposed to be. It's supposed to be about connection, trying to figure out, is this somebody that you might possibly want to pursue something more with. Um, Dating is the possibility of forming a romantic relationship. So, with that being said, um, a lot of y'all don't know what dating are. Y'all want dating to be going on certain types of dates. That's really not dating. Dating is the possibility of forming a romantic relationship. Okay, let's just keep that out there. All right, and we talked about the different kinds of dating. Um, the casual dating. We talked about all that. So, an actual relationship is a commitment. Okay, so I just want to establish there's difference between dating and a relationship. A relationship is when two people mutually agree that they're going to be in a exclusive or committed relationship, or whatever type of relationship y'all agree to be in, because we explored different relationships as well. Hi, little Danielle, I love you so much. um and we did talk about ghosting and red flags, and we're going to get into those things a little more. Ghosting is when somebody just y'all talking, and then all of a sudden they not talking to you no more. They just flee the situation with no explanation. um this happens more than y'all think it do. This is a very, very big thing, the ghosting. And we talked about dating apps. I want to get back into that. Dating apps really give you the option to meet people fast. It's very impersonal. And um, we talked about dating apps like Tinder, Match. We talked about all kind of dating apps. I spoke specifically about Black Planet from back in the day, how it started. But all those dating apps just basically leave you open to meet people without having to meet people. You can talk to people and kind of fill them out before you actually go meet them and see what's going on with them. And I think dating apps are cool, but they can sometimes be overwhelming. They can cause burnout. It's too many options. It's very superficial. It's just a lot when you deal with dating. Um, One thing that I wanted to talk about specifically with this episode was spotting narcissists during dating. And for some reason, females be wanting to call all the men narcissists, but there sure are technically more female narcissists than males. But I'm going to leave that alone because y'all already don't like me and y'all already be calling me Pick Misha. Y'all love calling me a pick me. Ha, that's funny. Okay, so let's talk about narcissists and let's talk about narcissism. Matter of fact, y'all give me 1 second. I'm about to pull out my whole little narcissist pack. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all, but I got a whole little packet on this subject. And I just had it and it just disappeared that fast. Here we go. I think this is it. We had talked about narcissism. No, this is not the right book. Y'all know I've been writing books, so I got them kind of in my drawer. But we're going to talk about narcissism. I did a deep dive on narcissism last season. Hey, Shorty V. J Flash, YG Foots, how y'all doing? If y'all out there, feel free to drop a comment in the chat, a shout out. Let me know y'all watching. But we want to tap into this narcissism. So narcissist and dating go hand in hand. And the reason why is because narcissists love supply. And if y'all are new here and you don't know what a narcissist supply is, it's just the people that they choose to act their shenanigans out on, not even necessarily a person that they're in a relationship with, but the person that they're choosing to act their shenanigans out on. Um, Narcissists usually end up affecting everybody around them that's close to them, and it usually starts with the person or the people that they're in the house with, and then works its way out to everybody else. So I want to talk about, let's start with the red flags and the challenges of dating. So I mentioned before all of the people and the burnout. So you have too many choices. You have burnout. It's very superficial. You get a lot of ghosting, a lot of breadcrumbing, um, inconsistent communication, false personas. Yeah, okay. False personas. The catfishing on social media is so real. Okay, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Y'all know I be trying not to do too much on here, even though I be trying to tell y'all how I feel. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I just want y'all to know that a lot of these people that you're friends with on social media are not who you think they are. Um, every few months, I always put up a post about people posting on social media like people don't know who they really are. Um, yeah, the shenanigans on social media be real. It really do. Um, Narcissists enter the dating scene, and that brings in a whole nother list of problems on top of the ones that we have already talked about. Oh Lord. Laugh or Trash comedy show. What's up, comedian Lip Lock? October 17th in Inglewood at the free event space. Y'all make sure y'all there. Um, Danni Gyrl will be doing media for the event. It's gonna be a dope event. Comedian Lip Lock has put a lot into it. I've been watching the commercials. I'm gonna have to drop a commercial for y'all. Um, Make sure y'all there. If you fuck with me, I want to see y'all there. If you in the city, period, point blank. I expect y'all to be there. Okay, back to narcissism. So narcissists enter the dating scene and they bring in a whole nother list of challenges because they come in and they appear charming, they appear confident, they appear attentive, they appear charismatic, and all of these things can disguise the manipulation. Boss Hog, what's good? All of these things can disguise the manipulation and the manipulative tendencies that they have. And while Boss Hog is on here, let me say Couch Conversations is sponsored by Hizzle. Alrighty. Make sure you get your bottle. I usually have mine here while I'm doing the show, but it's empty right now. So y'all will see me with it next week because I drunk it last week on the show. Hizzle. Make sure you check it out at ascotrecordsllc.com. Ascot Records with a Z, LLC.com. Okay, go grab your bottle of Hizzle. Make sure if you grab a bottle, you let me know. Send me a picture of it or something. But if you grab your bottle, yeah, make sure y'all let me know y'all grabbed your bottle. And I have told y'all before, and in case you missed it, it is very, very good. It is very good. Um, so narcissists tend to love bomb and they start very early in the relationship. Um, I'm not gonna say first date, but second date. And as we talk about narcissism and dating, I will be giving y'all some experience behind this, okay? Because if you are new here, I was in a relationship for 6 years with a narcissist, okay? So this comes from experience, not just from my research. Oh, all right. Thank you, Shorty V. I appreciate you. Hey, Mixley, I see you watching. Um, Narcissists, they love to love bomb, and they love to try to rush the connection. So they will tell you like very early in that they are in love, and they make everything seem like it is peaches and cream. Okay. They make it seem like it is all about you, and this is how they rope you in. They come off charming and attentive. Okay. Y'all got to pay attention to this early, which is why we are here today, because we ended up circling back to this. So I told y'all we were going to talk about how to spot this early so that y'all don't have to go through the whole narcissistic relationship. All right. If you're having a conversation with a narcissist, they tend to dominate the conversation. They will cut you off while you're talking. Um, they want the conversation to be about them. They talk a lot about themselves. They do a lot of bragging on themselves excessively, excessive bragging. And in the process of this, especially on the first date, they'll do all of this. They're going to dominate the conversation. They're going to do excessive bragging. They want you to think that they are just this amazing person. And then they'll start giving you like over the top compliments. Um, Everything about them just feels too good to be true. They will start talking about commitment right away. They will start talking about marriage right away. But then they will be rude to people in the restaurant, as far as like the wait staff, strangers. These are things that narcissists do. J Flash, I seen that comment and I'm gonna let it ride. Um, Narcissists do not have accountability at all. They are very dismissive of your feelings. They have no empathy. They are full of gaslighting. They are manipulative. And they are ego driven. So they constantly need you to boost their ego. Um, they have hot and cold behavior, which is what my research is saying. But I'm going to tell you like this because I mentioned it like this before. I'm going to have to go on and smoke this blunt. Y'all know it's very rarely I smoke on the air. They need their egos fed. They need their egos fed. They need that. They need you to feed their egos. Um, Now I've seen. I hate to say this, but I've seen more narcissist women, and it comes out in their parenting. Um, They appear to be these amazing mothers, and behind closed doors, they are some of the most non empathetic, dismissive, gaslighting people you ever want to meet. Um, that's usually when you find out how narcissistic a woman is either in her relationship or with her children. They get it the worst. And that's because men do it in their relationships too, but women, so because women are so emotional and they work from emotion, the emotion and the narcissism kind of coexist, but they don't. And the reason that I say this is because narcissists don't have feelings for nobody outside of themselves. So they only feel what affects them. Um yeah. They only feel what affects them. Let's just be real. So I I hope you have healed from the narcissistic women that you have dated, because one thing I could tell you about dating a narcissist is they will give you PTSD and leave you traumatized. Thank God for therapy. Growtherapy.com. Y'all know I've been plugging them the last few episodes. Growtherapy.com. If you need to heal, go get you a therapist. Stop letting people tell you that it's not okay to heal. It is okay to heal. It is okay to talk to a therapist. It is okay to get your life together, okay? The hot and cold behavior from a narcissist, it also coincides with the cycle of abuse. So we talked about the cycle of abuse before. Um, the cycle of abuse, the short version is when somebody love bombs you, they gaslight you, they manipulate you, they abuse you, and then they do it all again because they go back to the love bombing and telling you they're sorry, they're never going to do it again. This is the last time. They apologize a million times. They make you believe them. And then you take them back, and then y'all go through the whole gaslighting, manipulation, abuse cycle again. So that is what the hot and cold behavior is. Inconsistencies. So if you get into a relationship, or excuse me, I'm gonna go back to first dates. If you go on a first date with somebody and they are talking to you about their ex and what a horrible person their ex was, pay attention. That is a red flag. First of all, on the first date, y'all should not be talking about exes. Okay. I'm totally against that. Um, yeah, no. Y'all should not be talking about exes on the first date. Um, but on the first date, if you are with somebody and they start talking about their ex in a bad, horrible, bad mouthing way, that's a red flag. Pay attention. Because that is one of the first red flags of dealing with a narcissist. Hi, Raven. And narcissists will try to isolate you from your family and friends. So they will do things to try to put wedges between you and people around you to isolate you so that you don't have a support system. That way, when they start with their shenanigans, you don't have nobody to go to. So, how to avoid a narcissist during dating? And I'm gonna try to keep this short, and then I'm gonna try not to go over my hour. Let me see where we at on time right now. We should be about 25 minutes in. Yeah. Okay. How to avoid a narcissist during dating? Do not rush into intimacy. Women, let me tell y'all something, because this just needs to be said. Women and men are different, okay? We are built different. We are put together different. We are structured different, inside and out, okay? So men are logical, and I've said this before, and women are emotional. I've also talked about soul ties and things of that nature, which we're going to get into that later on in the season. Soul ties. We talked about that. When women have sex with men, a soul tie is created. Women are emotional, men are not. Um, I've said this before, and I've said it in the way, and I've said it's not right, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm not saying that it's okay for anybody to cheat on anybody, but what I am saying is men, most of the time when they cheat, there's usually no emotional attachment. It's really them just trying to do their thing. Women are not like that. Women have sex and get emotionally attached. If you having sex 2 or 3 times, you might as well just say it's a wrap. Go slow, don't rush, because then when you have sex and you not ready, as my granddaddy used to say, your nose is wide open. And that's just perfect for a narcissist to be able to creep in and, yeah, take advantage of the whole situation. And A narcissist is going to be quick to try to commit. So pay attention to those things. Um, Try to maintain your friendships, your hobbies, your routines, and your independence, basically. Eating ain't cheating. It sure ain't. I mean, it might be. Okay, it might be. It depends. I'm gonna get back to y'all on that. Make sure you set boundaries and maintain independence and keep friendships, hobbies, routines, and all those things going. It is okay to say no in a relationship. You do not have to say yes, yes, and be a yes person all the time. It is okay to say no. It is okay to have some independence and do your own thing occasionally. Um, and make sure that the person that you're dealing with is consistent. We talked about that as well. We want consistency in relationships, men and women, especially women. But men and women want consistency in a relationship. And if you're dealing with somebody that's not consistent, that's a red flag. Make sure that when a person is telling you something, that their words are matching their actions. Make sure that they're not just telling you, that they following through. And trust your intuition, because if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Real shit. um Narcissists give you a too good to be true type of feeling. So if y'all have any questions or comments, drop them in the chat. I will get to them. You're a hopeless romantic. Hard to say. Oh, you are a narcissist main target. You sound like an empath and somebody that don't know how to say no. Listen, sometimes you have to draw boundaries with people. Sometimes you have to say no. Um, I put in my cue healing from toxic situations. We did, so if y'all want to go back to that, but I just want y'all to be aware of the flags that are waving, especially the red ones. The red ones, be aware of the red flags. Y'all be saying they pink or they yellow, and they not, okay? Be aware of the red flags, be aware of the green flags. Um, so just real quickly, I'm gonna go through this. Red flags for narcissists: love bombing, rushing connection, talking only about themselves, no empathy, dismisses your feelings, gaslights, manipulates, guilt trips, needs constant praise and attention, hot and cold behavior, bad mouthing their exes and other people, and they try to isolate you. Green, healthy dating traits. Green flags, green flags. When the relationship builds naturally, when the conversation is balanced and the other person isn't only talking about themselves, when your emotions are being validated, when you are being listened to, when there is honesty and accountability between two people, when there is confidence without the need for constant praise, when you're not having to kiss nobody ass, okay? um Consistent actions, respect between both parties even in anger and a disagreement, and someone who encourages you to be you. If all of your exes are trash, you are a raccoon. Okay, I was about to say something, but I guess that don't qualify me, because I'm not gonna say all my exes were trash. I actually have some pretty good men that I dated. We just weren't compatible. And knowing you're not compatible is a thing. Like, you don't have to get with people and make yourself be together. Like, if you know that things are not working, if you know that y'all are not compatible, it is okay to get the fuck on. um I've dated men and I've like really let them know, like, we just not compatible. You're not the person for me, or vice versa. I'm okay with that. The last person I dated told me they were in a bad space and it wasn't me, it was them, and explained why. Cause y'all know that's the old cap. It's not me, it's you. I mean, it's not you, it's me. Y'all know that's that old cap. But we actually had a whole conversation, and I respect his feelings. And he's not a trash ass man. He's just not in a good place to be with me right now, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, everybody that you date is not everybody that I've dated is not trash. I had to rephrase that. We just weren't compatible. So, what are women looking for in dating? Most commonly, emotional security, respect and consistency, shared goals and values, communication, empathy. Okay, wait a minute. Stop, pause. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get back to my blunt on this. So, I be trying to properly use my words in a manner that does not offend anybody, because y'all love saying I offended y'all. I love when y'all call me a pick me. Y'all don't even know that shit don't even bother me. But y'all love calling me a pick me and all this different stuff that y'all call me, because I don't eye to eye with some of y'all views. I just want to say this. All the stuff that I read off that women want are right now what the men want. So I'm a change that. That is what men are looking for. Women, hi Andrew. Women are looking for somebody to pay their bills, buy them a car, pay the house note, take care of them so they don't have to work, take them out so they don't have to cook. That is what women are looking for. Not all of them, just the ones that we keep running into um lately. The ones that we see on social media, those are the people that we keep running into. So I'm not saying all the women, because there are women out here that want emotional security and respect and consistency and shared goals and values and communication and empathy. Um, but that seems to be what men are looking for. So I would like to know from the women that are watching, what are y'all looking for? Before y'all call me a pick me, I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all looking for, aside from somebody to pay the bills and retire you. I want to know. J Flash, we know it's not going to be you, sweetheart. We know. Now that's a prop. That's not a woman. Andrew, do you just want me to call them hoes? You want me to say that's what the hoes is looking for? Okay, the hoes is looking for somebody to pay their bills. Okay, to take them out of their home, put them in their home so they don't have to pay rent no more. Somebody to cook for them or clean for them or take them out so they don't have to do any of those things. Um yeah, women want somebody that's going to build their ass up. That's going to be there for them. Okay. I'm going to stop talking about what women want. Andrew, are you talking about gold digger? Is that what you're talking about? She gives me money. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, Shorty V. Shorty V is a woman. She's not a hoe out here. She does not want somebody to pay the bills. She wants somebody that's going to help her build her empire and pour life into her. Yeah. Okay, I see why she's with Boss then. One thing I could say about Boss, and that's just my sponsor and my friend, Boss likes to pour life into people, and he wants you to pour life into him as well. But she got the right partner, I could say that. um Women want what they lost. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna come back to the women. Let's talk about the men real quick. So it says that men want emotional support, respect and admiration, shared interests and goals, and trust and appreciation. I said before, women, to the women, if you're listening, men would rather have your respect than your love. Your respect. They would rather have your respect than your love. Um, Respect is a whole different ball game. You cannot deal with a person and respect them. I have people that I don't talk to, I don't deal with. I don't like them as a person, but I respect things about them and I leave them in their lane. And you can totally do that. You can respect a person and not have dealings with them. But one thing that I could say is this love these days is fake and it is conditional. I was watching a video earlier today where the girl said if she loves somebody, she's going to give of herself unconditionally, and that's why she has a hard time loving. And there are people like that, that will truly ride it out with you all the way to the end, no matter what. There are people like that just they gonna have your back no matter what, and that could be good and bad. Because if you a cheater and you got somebody like that, they just wasting their life away on you. But if you really a solid person and you got somebody like that, y'all are gonna be able to build and have good connections and have some shit going on. Y'all still in my comments talking about hoes, so now I'm gonna have to go back to the hoes to answer y'all comments. There's a big difference between a woman and a ratchet. There absolutely is. A lot of females, I'm going to get very technical right now, so I need y'all to listen to the words that I am using. A lot of females think they're women and they're hoes, and they don't want to talk about it. A lot of women really are women out here, but it's a lot of females that are hoes, but they think they're women. Ooh, that was a bar. Don't let that go over your head. Okay. See, hoes don't know how to treat a man. They don't treat their man like a king, but they want their man to treat them like a queen. I agree. So I told my son today, my youngest son, that a man has to know how to be submissive. A real man has to know how to be submissive. And most men think that being submissive is being a punk. And that's not what I mean by being submissive at all. So the submission with the man starts, and I need y'all to hear me, ladies, because this is more for y'all than it is for the men. The submission with a man starts when he gets down on his knee and asks you to marry him. That's when his submission to you starts. And when you say yes, that's when your submission to him starts. Now, the reason why we have problems with relationships, dating, marriages, and all this stuff, and I need y'all to listen, because I'm about to give y'all some real game right now. The reason why we have problems with all these things is because nobody is submitting to who they're supposed to submit to. And we gonna talk about it, okay? First of all, men, if you're looking for a wife, you should be submitting to God. Women, if you're looking for a husband, you should be submitting to God. We're going to start there, okay? Once the man finds you, you're supposed to be submissive to the man while the man is being submissive to God. Are y'all catching this? I need y'all to catch this. I need y'all to catch it. If y'all do this the right way, everything will be just fine. You want to know why? Because the man is being led by God. You're being led by the man. Everything is falling into place the way it's supposed to be. And that is what the covenant is. And that is what everybody keeps missing. I just needed to drop that on y'all real quick. Okay? Because this is why I don't mind being single. This is why I am happily not married. Okay? When I start talking to a man and I ask him, do he pray? And he tell me no, we can't talk no more. You want to know why? Who in the hell is leading you? I need to know. I don't care if you're praying to Allah. I don't care if you're praying to God. They are one and the same. I need you to know that you need to be praying to somebody. That you need to be able to pick up a Bible when you lost and find your way. So if you can't do that, you can't lead me. We're going to be like the children in the wilderness. And I done already gave a man 6 years of my life to mislead me. I don't have no more time to do that. I did that in my first marriage. I told my son today, you want to know why I won't remarry that man? Because he don't know what the hell he believe in. He don't pray. He don't do none of that. Lord Jesus. People use the word God for different things. Absolutely right. You right. You right. But I mean, I'm talking about the higher power one, the real one. When they pray to him, and I know that they praying to the right God, then we on the right path. But yeah, this is why y'all relationships ain't working, because y'all ain't submitting to the right people. And then men, y'all have to understand, just as much as you submitting to God and your wife is submitting to you, you supposed to submit to your wife. So I think that y'all be missing the part of the relationship where y'all get married and the covenant says that y'all become one. I think y'all be missing that part. You don't want no problems, just a plate on the next trip. Oh my God, talented. You know what? You always come in with the comedy. Yes, but I just need y'all to get it together because we've been doing this dating series and everybody's been telling me their dating issues. Y'all don't know. When these shows be over, people start inboxing me they dating stories and their relationship stories. I'll be hearing it all when Couch Conversations be over. So yeah, this was the 3 or 4 part series that we needed because I need y'all to stay away from the narcissist. I need y'all to recognize the breadcrumbing and the ghosting. My rule, we gonna go over my rule again from a couple weeks ago. Y'all ready? I need y'all to take notes. I hope y'all taking notes because I told y'all on the post to grab y'all friends and y'all snacks and get ready and meet me on the couch. If you can go 3 days, 72 hours without talking to me, keep not talking to me. How about that? And I stand on that. If you go 3 days and you don't talk to me, and see, I'm the type of person where, day 1, I might let you pass, and then day 2, I'm going to text you. But on that 3rd day, Jesus only stayed dead for 3 days. So yeah, you get 3 days to call or text me, and then after that, just keep on moving. Don't even bother. I ain't got no words for you by then. Whatever you was doing them 3 days, just keep on doing it. Now, let's read these comments. If you're not as close to God as you should be, a real wife will pull you closer to God. Listen, y'all relationship is supposed to be yin and yang. Y'all supposed to be able to hold each other down and balance each other out. She said, we need to talk here every day. Okay, you know what? I've been thinking about doing it twice a week, but I'm gonna let y'all decide if y'all want to be on here twice a week. So yeah, I need y'all to understand that we need to get rid of these narcissists and shake the narcissists. And y'all be careful on these dating apps. Be careful at these people out here lying about who they are. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all some free game tonight. Okay, y'all taking notes still? Y'all taking notes still? I'm gonna give y'all some free game. If you want to know who somebody is and you're not sure, go to peoplesearch.com and put their name in. Thank me later. All right. Whatever it is, you'll be right for someone else. If you're not right with yourself and God for oh shit. Now Andrew wanna come in the comments preaching. Okay, so listen. I ain't gonna get super spiritual on y'all tonight, but I need y'all to sit down and pray and ask God what y'all's version of getting right is, because y'all know how I feel about the church. We talked about that a few weeks ago. And if you're not getting in that word by yourself, you're gonna be so misled. And let me tell y'all something. You can Google anything, right? So if you type Bible scriptures for marriage in the Bible, in the search bar, it will give you all the scriptures about marriage in the Bible. So if you don't know what to do, how to do it, how to date, all you got to do is start there. Like, the Bible literally gives you instructions for everything in life. I don't know if y'all know that or not. So if you ain't reading it, you might want to read it yourself. People quote the Bible all the time wrong. You might want to read it for yourself. That's all I'm saying. It gives you instructions literally on every part of life. So next week we have YG Foots, but I want to start this conversation with y'all because it's going to segue into the episode after that. Okay. What I want to talk about is, if you're in the church or by the church's standards of dating, how do you date? Because the Bible talks about getting married, and it vaguely, I'm not going to say it tells you how to date. The Bible tells you how to handle people. So if you're in the church and by the church's standards, I want to know, how do y'all date? Because I noticed that when people are in church and they're single, they encourage you to get married or to find your mate. They talk about, oh, your Boaz. They encourage you to be Ruth. All these different things. But then when you start dating somebody, they start like gossiping and talk about you sinning. So how are you supposed to date in the church? And I want to know. We're going to talk about that on Couch Conversations in 2 weeks. Yeah, because I want to know. I want to know how you're supposed to date in the church or on the church scene. I would really like to know how that goes. When we get back to this conversation, I would really like y'all to bring some of y'all church friends to have this conversation with me, because the church is so hard on people dating. I want to know, how are you supposed to date in the church? They're hard on you dating, but they encourage the marriage. So what's the in between? Where's the in between? I just want to know. I need somebody to tell me, because I've asked this question before and I'm lost as hell on it. I need somebody to tell me. So we gonna touch on that at Couch Conversations. Also, the other thing we're gonna touch on in 2 weeks is, because I got to get back to this one more time, because I see somebody brought it up to me again. So we're gonna talk about this one more time. What type of music do church people have sex to? Do they have church music sex, or do they have sex to regular music? I need to know. Obviously, y'all want to know because y'all asking me, and I only talk about what y'all ask me about. So we gonna get to those two topics in 2 weeks on Couch Conversations. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. If you would like to be on Couch Conversations, please feel free to email me couchconversationslive@gmail.com, or you can message me on IG, Couch Conversations Live. I would love to have y'all on the show. I would love to have you on the show to discuss a topic or to talk about your life, to talk about your artistry. You know, I love to have guests on the show that are creatives so we can talk about what they do. Um, yeah. Also, check out the website, divinemanagement.weebly.com/couch conversations live. You can go there and find every episode of anything that I'm doing. This particular page is the Couch Conversations Live page. So you can find this current season of Couch Conversations on there, um, and links to the past season. You can also find episodes of the Danni Gyrl show on there from Tuesday nights. If you missed any of those, you can go to divinemanagement.weebly.com/Danni Gyrl show and catch all the past shows. Also, you can catch me on YouTube, youtube.com/at the real Danni Gyrl. Make sure you join us on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Danni Gyrl show. For those of you that don't know about that, that is a show where I bring on artists and their music. I talk to artists, um, and really play their music. I love having this engagement with the artists. So yeah, it's dope. It's dope. And if you would like your song played on there, have somebody voted into the top 5 countdown, which is becoming really big. Um, and we're gonna end up expanding it to 10 in a minute, but we really enjoy this top 5 countdown. So make sure you tune in to the Danni Gyrl show on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Download the Podbean app to listen live, or you can listen to the playback on the website. If you have any questions or would like to be on the show, make sure you contact me at 702-578-6716. Listen, y'all, I said this before and I'm going to tell y'all one more time because I think y'all missed me the last time I said it. You can type in Danni Gyrl the artist in your Google box, your Google search bar, and you can get my phone number on Google or any information you need about me on Google. You can also type in DMEG. Bam, see that? DMEG LLC. It'll take you right to the website, to the Google, whatever you need. I'm on the internet, y'all. I'm not hard to find. Also, y'all see the ticker at the bottom of the screen. Y'all see that at the bottom of the screen. So feel free to show your support by Zelle, Apple Pay, Cash App, or Venmo. For those of you that don't know, I'm getting a new podcast studio. So any of your support is appreciated. It really is. But I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm gonna have to decorate it and get furniture. So if anybody would like to support, please feel free. Please feel free. Also, I will be making a wish list on Amazon because a couple people wanted to shoot me some things. Also, we will be having my studio grand opening on my birthday. So y'all make sure y'all tap in for that. Okay. If you have not been invited, just tap in. We'll make sure you get there. All right. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Thank you, everybody that's been watching on YouTube. I appreciate it. If you are not watching on YouTube, make sure you go subscribe at the real Danni Gyrl. I'd appreciate y'all so much. And I do subscribe back. Make sure you catch me in Inglewood, October 17th at the Laugh or Trash comedy show, sponsored by comedian Lip Lock. I do believe it starts at 8 p.m. I will post the flyer on my page again in case you did not see it. Make sure you come and see us there. We will be there. And of course, the one and only DMEG artist Anthony Gates will be performing live. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. I found out from comedian Lip Lock. Y'all see how that work out? Anthony out here just booking shows. But we gonna go support Anthony as we always do. And yes, Couch Conversations Live will be in the building. We will be doing media there. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Minksley, I seen your comment that you can't get down to Kirk Franklin. Um, I've had a couple people tell me that they like to get down to church music. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all next week. We will be back with YG Foots next week. We will be hearing his story. I'm excited to have him on the show. He's also been in the countdown on the Danni Gyrl show, so shout out to him. I believe he was number 5 last week. So yeah, he made it to the countdown, but we gonna get to his story next week, so y'all tune in. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Danni Gyrl show one more week. I love y'all so much. And as I tell y'all every week, peace and have a divine night.